ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
ॐ सहनाववतु
ॐ सहना भवतु
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै
सह वीर्यं करवावहै
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयम्
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयम्
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवती अष्टादशाध्यायिनी
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्ततामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्।
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्ततामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः
वेदैः साङ्गपदोक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
वेदान्तपदोपनिषदैर्गायन्त्यं सामगाः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः
ध्यानाभ्यासगत मनसा पश्यन्ति योगिनः
तस्यान्तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः
यस्यान्तन्न विदुसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः
So we have completed 17th chapter, and after 17th chapter what we have studied particularly is food is 3 types: sattva, rajas, tamas. Puja is also 3 types: sattva, rajas, tamas. Same with tapas, also 3 types, and dhanam also 3 types. And Bhagwan has said up to that level, says if you are doing puja at tamas or rajas level, but if you do Om Tat Sat, then this rajas and tamas puja can be converted into sattva. Even you are doing any charity or any contribution with rajas and tamas mind, but if you chant Om Tat Sat, then it can be converted in sattva. And same way puja also, so everything. And if you have not given, this is the last, and if you not given with shraddha Om Tat Sat, then whatever you have done, it doesn't give any result. So last we have seen ashraddhaya hutam, ashraddhaya dattam, ashraddhaya tapah taptam, and ashraddhaya krutam. So hutam we can say is like a puja, because they have taken as a yagna. Dattam we can take as a danam. Tapaha, so we can take as a tapas. And krutam, Shankaracharya has given krutam as namaskaradi. We do something, namaskar and everything to anyone. But if ashraddhaya, if you have done, so asat iti uchyate, everything is nothing but it is useless. It is like a non-existent, means it doesn't give any result. This punyam or any good result, it won't give, no iha, not even here in this life, and na tat pretya, even after death. So meaning is whatever we do, we have to do with total shraddha. So in a whole chapter what we have seen is shraddha is the main. So whatever we do, we can convert everything in shraddha only. When shraddha, so anything we can convert in. In next chapter, Bhagwan will talk about this 7 topic: Tyagaha, Gnanam, Karta, Karma, Buddhi, Dhruti, and Sukham. This also can be Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. So total, I just would like to make one good note. So plus Danam, Tapas, Ahara, what else is remain? Yagnam means puja. So 7 plus 4, 11. Bhagwan has given Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Total 11 topic. Total 11. Tyaga can be given even Gnanam. And why Bhagwan is focusing on Sattva, Rajas, Tamas? Because in 14th chapter we have seen, if our mind is predominantly Sattva, then we can have knowledge. And if we can have knowledge, then we can understand what is what. So all the base is like this. So one question I just would like to ask In our group also, there are many foreigners people were there. So they used to ask, they say from childhood, even here also, there are many people, they say from childhood we are eating, everything is non-veg. We even don't know here also. So what we should do? This is everything is tamas. Then can we convert in sattva mind or not? So what is your opinion? You can tell me. Then we can go again there.
Can you please repeat the question?
There are many people in India also. There are many people outside of India. From birth, they have staple food, non-veg. All considered as a tamas food. So such people can come to sattva or not. They can become sattvic or not.
They can
Mataji,
become.
sorry.
Sattvic, no, it's called tamasic mind. So can that mind can be converted in sattvic or not? They have asked the question to Puja Swamiji. So from even they don't know what is sattva rajas tamas. So whatever mother has given, they we used to same thing, no? So
It can.
what happened to such people? Even they have love towards Ishvara, but from childhood, if they are doing like such thing, then what will happen to them? What is the answer?
As a Bengali, like we always have like fish is our staple diet, and even in Ramakrishna Mission also they serve food fish, but it is not compulsory. Like if you want, you can take it. And food fish is considered as somewhat veg because it is so much. And I heard that Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara, there is a parampara, and this person I met in Mumbai, he said that in their origin is in Gaudiya Vaishnava, and they take fish, not other non-veg, but only fish. So, but I am not saying is it possible or not, but we see that there are like Vivekananda is there. There are people who are, you know, outstanding people. So maybe it is if food is not that much important. And even I heard that Jesus Christ and he was non-veg, of course, and and Buddha also. He would also have non-veg in the sense that that time that food was like that only. So that means that food, of course, it matters for the beginners who are, who are trying to understand something. But in that level, in some certain level, after some certain level, of course, it's just a secondary thing. That is what I believe. Totally my opinion.
Kestananji. Kestananji, can you share something?
I don't know exactly what to say, but the way we eat or the way we select our food is determined from childhood and our education, our cultural background, and in the process we are studying the Gita. We reflect, we meditate, and sometimes we may do some changes in order to be according to the Dharma. But here in Mexico, my habits were different from what I have now. Is what I can say now.
But I can say, if what we are eating and we know, sometime We can take away. There are many people like she has given up. Mansi, she has given up everything because she is brought up in that same Bengali family. Is everything is common there. Here, fisher folk, no, in our Gujarat, all fisher folk, they used to eat from childhood. This fish, like, is common to them. But after understanding, they have given up. Same way Kestenanji has said, it is totally different now compared to other Mexican food, other what they are eating. But sometime, if we have to eat, we can say Om Tat Sat. And we can,
Yeah.
for such people,
Yeah, so like what Manashji said of Jesus Christ, it's very interesting because when Jesus, before he eats, he prays,
yeah,
Our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Give us this day our daily bread. And, he is grateful for the bread that he has received. So I think it is the spirit that matters
yeah,
more than
yeah.
the cultural background, which determines your food. I mean, if you are in certain areas of the world where vegetarian food is not very easy to get, and so I don't believe that vegetarianism
Yeah,
is mandatory for spiritual growth.
it's not mandatory. Yeah, that I would like to say.
Yeah.
What about your?
Same way, yeah. Same way for us vegetarians, this garlic and onion
Yeah.
food with cooked
Mm.
with garlic and
Yeah.
onion is not good. Yeah.
Yeah. Like my mother and my grandparents all never used to touch garlic
Yes.
and onions. Yeah.
I
Even
mean,
from
we
childhood, we
again
know
convert them into thumbstick
my
here.
life. I have never tasted in my life garlic and that
Oh,
onion.
you never eat also garlic? Okay.
I have never seen in my life also. And when in science that section used to come, no, onion section. At that time I was saying onion. Okay, this onion would be like,
But then what Mansiji said is like when you feel it is a thumbstick food, it will give a reaction in your body. Like fish, they consider this as a even prasadam. So if we taking the non-veg, whatever fish, as a prasadam, I think your bhav is such that it will purify you. I mean that is how we can take it.
No, as sattvic food, we consider milk and ghee, such things. But other like
even nowadays they
pepper,
say.
black pepper, these are considered for rajasic food.
So what about your opinion here? Manshi, no, that Matangiji is sitting, I think. I think she is there.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Yeah, namaste.
Um,
What is your opinion?
uh, but I'm little bit confused with what others were saying because even I heard even the Swamijis and they go for Bhiksha, right? So those they say wherever they go, the cooked food they eat, they get that the person who cooked, they get that kind of attitude or something, the reaction. I
Yeah,
don't know
this
how to
is
explain
true,
this.
but very true. Annam makes our mind. Annam, because of
Yeah,
Annam.
so in that case, if you eat non-vegetarian, I mean, don't take this personally, whoever is eating non-vegetarian, but it's my doubt. If they are eating non-vegetarian, they get that gunamsam, right? At least a little bit, no? Because if the Swamijis or the great people, they won't go to anybody's house randomly to eat, take bhiksha, because they get that, whoever made the food, they get that, what do you say, that attitude or something. So then it's contradictory for me. I don't understand which
Even
one
we
is
go
to follow.
outside and if we eat food in the hotel, It is not recommended by our Shastra because
Yeah,
we don't know in hotel who has prepared food. So at
exactly.
that
So
level, yeah.
if that matters, the same thing applies to non-vegetarian too, right?
Yeah, it's applied, but from childhood. Even not childhood, from birth only. They don't know anything. But still, they can have spiritual mind. No problem. So only aharam doesn't matter. If what is matter is how we think and how we see the world. This is the matter.
Then why
And
we
then after
say
some time
great
they will
people?
give up. Yeah, after some time they will give up. But if the poor people don't know what they will do. So after some time,
And also, Swaminiji, to be more explicit, in the chapter we just read, can you point out where it says meat is
yeah,
cannot be taken?
yeah, it is not given. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot tell from Gita says you cannot eat meat. I'm not trying to like do devil's argument or something. I'm just saying that because you could even point out. I think somebody asked, maybe it was Matangiji.
Yeah,
Many
Rama. He was
yeah, and
telling,
Ramayana. In
yeah.
Valmiki Ramayana, because
but-
Rama is in the forest and he's a hunter, he has bow and arrow.
Yeah, he took meat.
If
That's
you
what
don't
I
eat
read.
meat, why do you have bow and arrow? Like it's
Even
kind
now,
of
somebody has asked, when Sita asked, you please kill that golden deer. Sita should not ask not to kill someone else. So why she wants deer? If she wants that skin, it's also himsa.
oh,
So
you mean like for their bed or other kinds of
it is
things
a
they're doing?
himsa. Yeah, it is a himsa.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is also said that when we kill any chicken or any goat, the sanskar which that animal is having, it will come to us when we eat it.
Yeah, it is very.
And this is the reason why I left non-veg.
She is also.
Because my mother,
Yeah. She is also from
yeah,
China.
and I had a good atmosphere in my in-laws' house. They were also towards this Adhyatmic line. So my mother-in-law used to tell me all these things, that it is not good to eat non-veg. And she gave this reason. And slowly I left.
So that's why. Even they say the fruits, when we are become more and more subtle, they say fruits all are considered as a satvikam. But they say banana, compared to all, banana is tamas food. At that level, that subtlety level, even fruits are also all three levels. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. So little bit you can switch on, but we can, one who are brought up and one some culture, no, it is very difficult, then it's okay. Yeah.
Even I heard
Swamiji
from
ji.
one Swamiji, Swami Shankarananda in Arshavita Gurukula. He says that honey also is not sattvic because it is you are taking someone's food, so it is you are doing himsa to them. They are making it for themselves and you are taking it. So in that way, if we see, so lots of things what is considered as a sattvic, can be segregated as a tamasic or not rajasic food. But in
Same thing is for
I just
milk.
say
Yeah.
one thing, that what I feel that in a sadhak level, when we are in the realm of this mind and our body and these purifying things, there it is very much compulsory that what we are eating, what kind of sanskar we are getting, which kind of people we are talking to even. But when we cross this, I mean, this kind of people who cross this level, for them it does not matter because everything is mithya only. So body is also mithya. Taking the body, what you were eating, that's also mithya. Then this is not my thought actually. I am quoting from Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's that the Gospel of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. There he said that he like sometimes when he was some zone, he thought that is how come people are eating food, fish, and then he again in the next line he's saying that oh, then I understand, oh, these are that whole. Whole means that shell only. That fish, they are only shell. That Jivatma is not in there. He's saying this way. I mean, he's very next line he's comparing this way. That how come people are eating this? And then I thought, oh, these are only the shell. Jivatma is not in there. So that is the thing. They can see this way about life and about anything.
They used to keep pukur, no? In Bangla, in the
Still we have. Bengal is famous, yes.
small lake. So they keep
Ah.
always pukur. So fish, they can have fish. That's why they keep pukur. It's called lake, it's called pukur, no?
It is natural. It is natural actually. Somewhere it's very
Natural.
natural. Somewhere people cut and make it.
So in our course also, there are 2 to 3 people who came from, out of country. They say after knowing, then they have give up. Otherwise, they don't know. But it's okay. Swamiji ate that Swami. You didn't, then they should not have that feeling, I have done papa, One should
Yes, yes.
it, otherwise they always hurt. It should not hurt. It is by childhood, no? It's okay. But now I have given up, no problem. This is the matter. So we should not that much, very much strict, no, to the people when we think of all over the country. It is very difficult to survive when anything is okay. Otherwise,
So one thing I would like to add, Muslims are also having non-veg, but see the way they have their mental status. In India, I'm not talking about foreign countries,
Bangladesh.
but and in our India also, there are many Muslims, those who are eating non-veg, and they are really, it is out of our
There are 2 type of Muslim. When I used to live in my native, which is a 40% population is Muslim people. There are many Muslims, very nice, good people, from their generation and generation. Like we say is a Shrimanta, and we are kind, very. But these other people, I used to say it is not fundamentalist. They are not Muslim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, Muslim is good. If you go
Vora community are very good people.
and Muslim, Vora also, they say one, I forget the name. This community among Muslim is Garbha Shrimanta, all very good people. We can trust to them. When I was very young, in our native place also, it was this community's riot between these 2 groups. Our driver was Muslim. So we are very young at that time. We are coming back from school to our house. So he came and he says, come fast. You go to your home first, quickly. So he is my younger brother. He put in his own cycle. They make them put in our house and they said, now I'm going for fight. Right. So they are very honest. They say, you should not hurt. So we can't say.
Both the way he was attending his duty.
Yeah, all communities have good and bad people.
Yeah.
So it's not like only Muslims.
I think that's why, like when we take our food, it's that remembrance, that it is a prasada of Ishvara, and it is there in all religions. Like the Bible prayer I said, and for Muslims, for Hindus, you don't take the food for granted. It's the attitude with which you take the food. I think that matters more than whether it is sattvic food or, because these classifications, I'm not sure exactly how. Like what is the scientific basis for these classifications? But your attitude of taking this food, because like what Manasiji was saying, I think there can be a lot of arguments. You'll say some food is sattvic, others will say no, that's not sattvic.
Yeah.
You need to have only this kind of food. It becomes very impractical to if you guide your life thinking that I should only eat sattvic food,
Yeah, it does.
it is not a proper way of living. You should be free, I think, and food should be the least of your concerns. In fact,
I mean,
you
just
should not
keeping
even
your
think
body,
about food, actually. You know,
Keeping
food
the
is
body.
only for sustenance of the body.
Correct, exactly.
You-
That is what the Bhagwan, I mean, God has given you whatever come to you, that is a prasad and to sustain your body, because body requires the food. Correct.
Right?
Even
Food is only for sustaining the body. It is not, you should be beyond the threshold of food, I think.
Means all taste and this, you go beyond that, which is best.
Yeah, I mean, whatever, something you get, you eat, and you said thank you to Ishvara, and you eat
And
it.
more
And,
is
like that's
like weather. Yeah, I mean,
that's the
weather.
idea of Bhiksha, right? Because somebody was saying Bhiksha, you get all the mentality of the person who's giving it. Why? Why should you get it? I mean, if you get the Bhiksha, you said this is Ishvara's gift, and I'm taking it. So then there is no mentality you will get from that food because it is coming from Ishvara. It is not coming from that person who is giving it to you.
There is a discrimination is available and what you take. There, yeah, then you should have restrictions. When you have all the things with you, and then
Correct,
you should choose
correct.
which is the best for your
Yes,
buddhi, I mean,
yes.
for your body, which is the best you should select. And then discriminate all the taste and others.
Yes.
Like mutton is required to enjoy your tongue, then yes, it is always definitely it is a tamasa.
Yeah, you don't pay too much importance to your tongue,
There we have free
Then
will.
it is when you have a free will, yes, definitely. Then you can distinguish tamas, rajas, and sattvic food, because I mean you have to above that your I mean thinking and availability. You have to choose. Then you choose the best. I mean, which is good for your sattvic.
Yeah, like
your pure-
Swami TV, Swami Tattvavedananda, he always says, Swaminiji,
uh,
that unless you have conquered your taste bud, you have not even taken the first step in Vedanta. He says that. You should be beyond your taste buds, otherwise you really haven't even started your Vedanta. He says.
Yes, Swamiji used, because he used to say he spent 1962 to 1969 or 68 in Rishikesh. Nothing was there. He built a small kutia hut and he starts staying there, and he learnt Brahma Sutra, Panini, grammar, everything there. And he never cooked himself. So he says this Kali Kamli wala. He used to go for Bhiksha. So he says we have choice. What you want? You want dal roti or roti dal? Only two. So in the morning, if you go roti dal, and in the evening dal roti, but no khichdi. So he sustained his life for 6 years.
Yeah, that too. I can imagine, Swaminiji, for a South Indian, that is like, ultimate torture, because we cannot live without rice for yeah.
Yes, Matangi.
It is a tapa. Then that is called a ahar tapa.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
however
yeah.
you don't take, then it is a tapa. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So
I
even
think this is also what Raviji said. They go beyond this food, but their mind is not in that. Their mind
Yeah.
is somewhere else.
Yeah.
So you don't mind what you are eating, just sustaining the body. Like Shankaracharya said, it is that medicine for your hunger.
Yeah,
That's all.
it is, right? Yeah.
so when I stay in Anaikatti, so in Anaikatti is always, maybe idli,
Right.
maybe dosa, maybe rice, sambar, everything, every lunch. They used to give also chapati, but for 3 years I never touched chapati. I ate only this rice and sambar. And
Did you miss chapatis?
no, I am not that much in foodie, I'm not foodie. Whatever
Yeah.
I will,
No, that is a good, very good thing. I mean, whatever comes, you eat it happily.
I
Yeah.
never feel like that. They say now in every Sunday you go in some restaurant, we can have some good chapati. I never go even Coimbatore also. Only
Mm.
time or 4 time I went to Coimbatore. Otherwise, all students used to go every Sunday for some good restaurant. But we can enjoy the food. I love that food. Even I like that
Mm.
vegetables with coconut. Always they put some coconut. That I love. This is my regular. So the basic things, food is not that much important, whatever we come. But when we have to choose, then we can choose good.
Yeah.
Mukesh Bhai said, when we have
Yeah.
choice, then we have to choose. Otherwise, if we don't have any option,
Mm.
In summer
Because it's
months,
like, you know, the
and
Puja Swamiji's, I call it, I used to tell my friends, we study Gita, Karma Yoga, I call it Karela Yoga. Puja Swamiji's famous Karela Yoga, right?
Karela, yeah, we start
Yeah.
love to Karela.
Yeah. Because Puja Swamiji likes to do the things that are very unpleasant. He wants to finish them first.
Yeah.
So he went for Bhiksha somewhere and they gave a lot of vegetables. They gave Karela also. So he first ate all the Karela because he wants to finish off the things that he doesn't like, So the hostess thought that he loved Karela because he finished it first. So she put more.
Karela Yoga.
It's not that it was a 7 days program. So Gnana Yoga. This all hosts are friends to each other, no, all ladies. So she called another next day Bhiksha to someone else. So she called to previous host what Swamiji likes. So she said Karela. 7 days I'm served by Karela. Then he says I start liking.
Oh, that's a very great example, actually, of because
Whatever.
I always I have this I have this 2x2 tables, Swamiji. It's a very famous thing in study of epidemiology. They do 2x2 tables. So in the row you have whether you like it or you don't like it. Yes, no. Like, yes, no. And then on the columns you have, is it important? That which needs to be done? Yes, no. Right? So if an action is important and you like it, there is no problem. That is an ideal situation. You go ahead and do it. And if there is an action which is not important and you don't like it, then it's no problem also. You don't do it.
Important, yeah.
But most of the time in real life, the problem is the other two situations, You really like it, but it's not important. or you don't like it, it is important,
Yeah.
So
Even
that is where the Karma Yoga spirit comes in, right? It is,
we like
So-
too much, this hot food, this chatpata, but it is not important. What you say?
Yeah, all the food that you like, it's not good for your health.
Yeah.
Swamiji's Karela story happened in my childhood. The same exact thing. Now I love Karela. Mom used to force me to eat that. Now I love it.
Yeah, I also developed a taste for it. I never used to like Karela. I don't think anyone likes Karela. But now I eat whenever they make it. I eat. Yeah.
A generalized statement, but otherwise, many people are like Karela sabji very much. I am one of
I
them.
have
but-
one in my home.
But Mukesh Bhai,
Prepared,
Swamiji, Swami TV says, or Viditatmanandaji says, but you know what Gujarati people do? They put lot of jaggery in Karela.
Exactly, that is how we like Karela.
So it is not Karela, but it is only vegetable made with jaggery only.
To counter the Karela.
I know. Then why do you eat Karela, right? You could eat sweet.
Then also it tastes bitter only.
After all jaggery, it is a bitter taste.
Bitter. With lots of cashew nuts and jaggery.
So matter is how we think. Matter is how
Yes.
our attitude towards the eating, how our attitudes towards the other thing. It matters. That's why Shraddha, Ashraddha is attitude only.
Mataji,
One
one
thing,
question is,
one
please
thing
go
I
ahead.
want to add, like when we are in this path, we know that what we are eating and not, what we should eat and what we should not eat. I mean, we choose a path for ourselves, but at the same time, who are not choosing, we do not, disgrade them, or we do not look bad at
Yeah,
them
we
that they are eating.
should
That's
not
also
put them
very
down.
important. Because I know there are some people who like, oh, you eat fish. Like, that Anilji would say, oh, you always say that to me all in this ashram. But that's also not a good attitude. I mean, not sattvic attitude about others people's food, because they are their choice and their habit. So
Yeah.
we must be
Yeah.
beyond this criticism.
If we have sadhu bhav in us, we must not think like that, no?
No, the
So,
people, no,
but
you
they,
do not know. In
like
Bengal,
they,
actually, I'm
yeah.
saying in Bengal,
Yeah.
there are people who don't eat fish. They look so bad to others who are eating fish. I'm not saying about
Yes, yes.
our friends,
Yeah.
but they are people. So how come they do not touch even? The
Yeah.
next year,
Yeah.
so I'm not touching you. This kind of people are also
Well,
there.
Jayshree is one
Who
of
are
them.
very strict Vaishnavas? Not, they are very strict.
Jayshree,
That is
don't
not
go
a
to the
Yeah,
restaurant.
we are like, what to say, Vaishnava. We don't like to take water in that house where the freeze is stored with no eggs.
Yes.
Because from childhood we are told that we should not drink the water from their house. So
Yeah. Even a restaurant going, if it is a non-veg and veg, so she prefer the only veg restaurant is good. Non-veg and veg restaurant is not good.
We are brought up like this.
yeah.
Correct. We are, yeah, that is. But Mataji,
Yeah, actually,
question
that
to-
is true, Swaminiji. Like when I was growing up, Matangiji might feel bad, I'll tell you
Yeah.
this. Because we are from very strict Vaishnava. So my uncles and grandparents and all used to say, you should not eat from a Shaiva, like a Iyer family, I mean, they're both very strict Brahmins, but they're like different, No, you cannot eat from their house. If you eat there, then you have to do some ritual, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, when the Vaishnavas visit the kshetras, 108 Vishnu kshetra or something, they some of the temple will be inside a Shiva's temple, but they won't visit Shiva. They just go visit the
Yeah.
Vaishnava
They don't take prasadam.
Sannidhi and then come back.
Yeah.
Right? They're very strict about it.
Yeah.
In our Gujarat also, in Gujarati, if we have stitched some cloth, it's called Shivdao. So Shiva comes, Shivdao. This Vaishnava, they never speak Shivdao because Shiva comes.
Mm.
The name
Hard
also.
for Vaishnavas. Gadao, they say Gadao,
Height
but
of Vaishnava.
Shivdao.
Height of-
It's too much.
Here also, Shiva and Vaishnava, same.
Mm.
Yeah, but nowadays all that has changed.
In our house also, if I come outside from and I enter in the house, I have to take bath. That much restrict. My
Mm.
mother was
Yeah.
muddy. And they say, muddy.
Yeah, muddy, correct. Yeah, muddy.
My mother was very strict.
Yeah.
I cannot enter inside the kitchen without taking bath if I
Yeah. Yeah.
very strict. So from that family, I have got but now I think, attitude is matter. Sometimes I thought also my mother is insulting someone. Oh, don't come. Some other than Brahmin, somebody used to come inside in our kitchen. And if she has not offered food to Ishvara, then she don't come. But I said this don't come is more, it's not good. It is insulting.
Yeah, they don't use the same cups, plates, and all those things they follow.
In a house also only Brahmana can only cook. Otherwise they cannot supposed to offer. That much my mother was strict.
Mm.
That much strict. Like Puja Swamiji's mother, no? She was also very strict. Hardcore Brahmin. Hardcore.
Yeah.
But I think it is a good now. Because of that, our frame of mind, something is good. We are very disciplined from childhood. We used to get up at 6 o'clock. We cannot get up after 6. So all is father's instruction. So it is very useful. And nowadays, when I look at the children, no, they used to get up at 12, 11 a.m.
Right. Right. And we won't even sip a cup of water or tea before taking bath and offering
bath,
prayer to
Everything.
Ishvara. You don't touch anything, Yeah. I think those are good attitudes because there is a vision behind this attitude, right? It is not just a ritual.
Yeah. Even when we are very young, whatever new clothes, whatever new item comes in our house, first we have to offer. At that time, we don't know this is Karma Yoga. But my mother used to say, new clothes, no, don't wear. First, everything you offer to Ishvara. So in front of our altar, we used to put. Now, after long years, we now come to know it is called Karma. So it was
even
imbibed
now,
in our culture, actually. This Karma
yeah,
Yoga.
we put kumkum for the new things. So one of my friends was ridiculing at me here. This happened so many years back. Oh, you put kumkum, offer everything to Swami first, and then you wear the clothes. So yeah, I do that. Then she was asking, oh, what do you do if you buy shoes?
Yeah, I used to
I'll
put.
do that. For that also,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
We used to do. We cannot keep in front of altar, but outside of the altar,
She
we
was so
have to-
sarcastic.
Baba.
So
Yeah, it's the bhava, correct. Yeah. It's like my mother loves to make coffee for everyone who comes, Swamiji, but she gets up in the morning, prayer, her main offering is milk. She'll make warm milk and then she'll put it before Ishvara and then she'll go and make coffee.
yeah.
So I
same
always
thing,
like that very much, actually. The thing that she really enjoys doing, she offers to Ishvara.
This all attitude. No? Now it says nobody is just going away. Everything. That I
Mataji, एक question है तो this is regarding you had taught us about the chanting rules. Is there any Gita is there with a matra? Is it available somewhere where?
Gita is never with matra.
Mm.
Upanishad means all Vedas mantras with matra.
Okay.
So
So then how we up and down Gita, I don't have that putting a stress in a word in a only.
there is a two, no, mantra and shloka. So what is the difference between mantra and shloka? So mantra, anudata, svarita, everything available in mantra, while in shloka, only we have to what is dirgha, what is one matra or two matra, only that we have to take care. Mantra is always available in Veda. Shlokas are available except Veda. Whatever available is called shloka. Verses.
Okay, then because I was just thinking if there is a such, because some mantras I had one of a book in which all the stotras are having with a matra.
But
some of the
Meda Suktam, all are mantras only. Durga Suktam, Shri Suktam, Purusha Suktam, they all are from Vedas only. Even all our Gayatris are from Veda only. That's why it is doubling. Prachodaya At, that's why it's doubling. Pluta.
Yeah, and Gayatri also, Swaminiji, I've heard some people use 23, some people use 24, like Om Bhurbhuvasvaha, Om Tatsavitur Varenyam, they say, second Om, right? Some people don't say that.
Oh, even we in 24, these fonts, we never count Om. Without Om,
Oh, okay.
if you count without Om, then 24 only.
Okay.
Bhuva Suvaha Tatsaviturvan is 24. Om is extra. Om never counted. We used
Oh, without Om, it is 24.
without Om is 24. Then only Gayatri. Gayatri means they have 24 letters. That's why. And
Yeah, Swami Pratyak Bodhananda was telling us one time, Om Bhurбhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naf Prachodayat. He says you should say that F sound. if you don't say it, it's like saying Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat.
Yeah, enough. It should be because after Visarga, Pakara comes, no? We should Pakara. That's why.
Sandhi.
Chanting rule. Thiyo yo enough. Otherwise, na prachodayat. I don't want it.
Yeah, it has the opposite meaning.
Yeah, true. But are people that...
Yeah.
Please, yeah.
That's why Swamiji told me, at that time I didn't know any Sanskrit or anything. So he said, you should learn some basic Sanskrit,
Now, if Pratyak Bodhananji would have here, you can tell now I know little bit Sanskrit.
Yes. Oh, I have one question, Swamiji. In the 17th chapter, the beginning, Arjuna's question in the beginning, right? He says, those who perform a ritual, but it is not done according to the stipulations of the Shastra, but they are doing it with Shraddha.
Yeah.
Is like he's saying what kind of
Shraddha.
Does it come under Sattva, Rajas, or Tamas, right?
Yeah.
But Krishna, it seems like Lord Krishna doesn't answer it directly.
He says our mind may be Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, and according to our mind, we can have Sattva, Rajas, Satviki Shraddha, Tamasi Shraddha. He said.
Yeah.
Same with tapas, no? He didn't say tapas also. He says first tapas, maybe kaikam vachikam manasam. And then this kaikam vachikam manasam can be sattva rajas tamas. Same thing he said. First, you have to check your mind. If sattva anurupa shraddha bhavati, sattva means according to our antakaran.
Mataji, one more question is also there. It is told that your svabhava, it is by your birth, like, janma janmana. I mean, that is what, Bhashyama, we understood. That birth has been given with your sanskara or fate or whatever. So how to become conscious or aware about this? Yes, how, from where we have to change to the sattvic?
So we have to face, both challenges, Shreyas, what is good, what is not good. If we have some discrimination, we start choosing what is correct, then automatically, even naturally, we will come what we have to select. We have choices are given everywhere. Our mind has choices.
That's because that whatever our life has been, what I heard that Swamiji also said, the life has been designed, it has already been pre-designed form of things. And then you come out, then you come out from there, then only your birth, this birth has a meaningful. Otherwise, it is already been predefined. Because that is what sattvic, your karma ripe karma has been given you the birth to perform this one. And then you become aware of this and come out from that orbit to put you in something more.
So that's why they say we are born with our prarabdha, no? It's called destiny. But prarabdha, it's called prarabdha. And there are three types of prarabdha. Many times I have explained, but there are three types of prarabdha. Manda prarabdha, madhyama prarabdha, and final means ugra prarabdha, which we cannot change. So Shastra says we can change our manda prarabdha, madhyama prarabdha, and the final prarabdha, which is our birth and death consider as our what is madhyama means what hard What we translate in English, in Sanskrit, I don't know. So
Manda is weak prarabdha maybe.
is the Madhyama is mediocre, but
Moderate.
hard one.
Mediocre and Ukra is really hard one to change, right?
Moderate.
Yeah, moderate will be the Madhya.
Yeah, Madhyama. Yeah, it is a Madhyama. And whatever we are doing, chanting, whatever doing our meditation. So prarabdha means our punya and papa, nothing else. When we prarabdha means a combination of our punya, papa, Mishraji. When papa is there, then we have to face some problem and everything. When his punya is there, we have to face as a good situation. So when in manda prarabdha means sometimes we have to face something, some mosquitoes are there, some cold is there. It's called manda prarabdha. But they say we can change our manda prarabdha even every day. Our prayers, every day our whatever our attitude of good thinking can change our papa into punya. It is technically they say that we can neutralize our papa. And more we neutralize our papa by living a life righteously, by living a life of prayer and chanting, then we can change whatever we like. Even people say this Ugra Prarabdha you cannot change. But now I can say we can change our Ugra Prarabdha also. We cannot change our birth because we are already born. But if you want to change our death, we can change. Like Markandeya has changed his birth. Even Shankaracharya ji has changed his, even he is not his wish, but he has changed his birth in death. Even Savitri, we know, Satyavana, her husband, he just saved his husband's life. So it depends how we are determined. So everything is measured by our mind. Anything we can change. That's why human life is given. That's why karma eva adhikara ma phaleshu. We have choice given only how to perform karma, but whatever come in our is not even a hand. But by doing prayer and everything, we can change our destiny, our prarabdha. It is given. Even everyday chanting of Rudram, they say you never met any accident in road accident. Everyday chanting of Vishnu Sahasranama, Sarva Grahaha Shantaha Bhavati. It is given in Phala. So your whatever they say Shani Panoti and the different Saturn problem, this it never comes. And if you do with that Shraddha, it never comes. So this is the power of our mantras, power of our parayana chanting. We can change everything. Anything we can change. We can change our life totally. Depends on our mind only. So by neutralizing our papa, so everything depends on us, our mind. So somebody asked our Vivekananda, no, in your hand, this one line is not there. So you won't get this. So with that knife, he has made this line. He says, I have made. So everything is on us. So whatever thing we can. But how firm we are, anything can possible. Anything. That's why moksha can possible, no? Otherwise, how can moksha is the ultimate? Impossible. So we should not dependent on prarabdha. We should be firm with Vyavasayatmika buddhi is matter.
But anyway, Mataji, yes, definitely be firm. But it is my strong belief, it is a grace of God, You really surrender is a real, the main is your surrender to the God.
Yeah, it is.
Unconditional with a real.
But surrendering is also our attempt,
Correct.
We have chosen, I will surrender myself. It is also taken decision from our mind. Vyavasayatmika buddhi.
I have to use my free will to give up my free will.
Yeah. Puja Swamiji used to say, you can use your free will freely in prayer only. Otherwise, so there is always said there are 4 type of grace are available in the world. One is Ishwar Krupa, one is Shastra Krupa, one is Guru Krupa. They are always open. Fourth one is Atma Krupa, self-effort. We have to take decision. Okay, I have to surrender. That decision is again, we have to take that decision.
Mm,
Then we can surrender. Otherwise, how can surrender possible?
mhm, mhm.
So ultimate, our mind matters. So mind had to take decision. Now nothing is choiceless. I am surrendered to you. This is also one decision, no?
Yeah. In fact, Swamiji, that Swami TV, he says this all the time. You surrender, and then in the morning, when you do your prayer, you say, "Okay, I am your instrument. Let your will be done in my life." And then, but during the course of the day, because of our conditioned habits and things like that, we still take up our own agency, and we feel like I am determining things and there is my responsibility, my duty, things like this. So he says, again, you surrender. When you realize that you feel that burden and stress, again you have to surrender. He says, how many times you have to surrender? Every time you remember, you surrender. Yeah. Because we cannot just say one time I surrender everything to you and then. But that intention is important, like you are saying, Swamiji, that aspiration to surrender to, yeah.
Others say, how can we surrender?
Yes.
Also, we have to decide, no, whether I should surrender or not. This is also decision. Vyavasayatmika. Yeah. Then every God will take care. Ishvara will take care. No problem.
Yes. Because they say that when a child holds the father's hand,
Yeah.
it is very weak. He can let go of the father, because he cannot hold on. But if the father holds your hand, you don't need to worry. So that's how, like, I always imagine, like,
Yeah.
you hold on to me, I cannot surrender to you, but you hold on to me, And I have this bhava every time I pray. This is what I say.
This is
Because
Bhava.
I know I will forget, I will go on doing my own things. But you never forsake me, you always stay with me.
Okay. It is the same. Manage. Om Purnamadav
Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Namaha Hari Om.
Thank you.